Hello and greetings from sunny Tel Aviv. As most of you know, I'm here because I have undergone a hematopoietic stem cell transplant, which is just a fancy and unpronounceable way of saying that I have undergone intensive chemotherapy to have my immune system destroyed, and then had my immune system reset so it has no memory of ever having had MS. Now, I am so grateful for this treatment, but I am also so ready to go home. Of course, home is Marin, a county that holds the sudden hot topic distinction of having one of the highest non-vaccination rates. On average, it's about a 6.45% rate of opt-out due to a personal belief exemption, although some towns in Marin boast upwards of 40 to 50% opt-out rates. Now, I am as tired as the rest of you about this whole vaccination aggravation, really I am. But the New York Times recently did an article on it, and in it they interviewed some of these parents, some of them from Marin, and the whole thing kind of bordered on absurd. It almost seemed like an SNL skit. In fact, if SNL hasn't done a skit about it yet, they should. But in the meantime, I wanted to do my own dramatic reading of some of my very favorite quotes from this article. Okay. Missy Foster says that she has not vaccinated her daughter against measles because of concern that the vaccine might be associated with autism. "It's the worst shot," she said with tears in her eyes. "Do you want to wake up one morning and the light is gone from her eyes with autism or something?" Kelly McMenamin said she meditated on it a lot before deciding not to vaccinate her son against deadly or deforming diseases. She said she didn't want so many toxins entering the slender body of a bright-eyed boy who loved math and geography. She said she considered a tetanus shot once after he cut himself on a wire fence, but ultimately decided against it because he has such a strong immune system. As Ciel Lorenzen, a massage therapist, picked up her children, she defended her choice to not vaccinate either of them. "It's good to go with alternatives rather than go with the panic of everyone around you," she said. "Vaccines just don't feel right for me and my family." Now, what's not stated in the article, but is explicit nonetheless, is that me and my family is code for more important than you and your family. Now, this is me talking, not the New York Times, but contrary to popular and personal belief exemptions, vaccination is not an individual issue. In fact, it's not just about you and your family, and I have to wonder if while meditating on it a lot, if Kelly McMenamin suddenly had that aha moment that she was okay with possibly killing babies or the elderly. I mean, that sounds harsh, but that's what it is. Maybe that's what felt right to her and her family. In addition to babies and the elderly, there are thousands of people living in Marin right now with compromised immune systems due to battling various ailments. Now, hopefully in the next few days, I will be released and I can fly home wearing a mask and latex gloves to be with my children again. I cannot wait. Because in developed countries like the US, once enough people are immunized, then even if one person gets sick, there virtually cannot be an outbreak. It's impossible. But if not enough people are immunized and one person gets sick, such as the 2 confirmed cases of measles in Marin right now, then the disease spreads. And you get it. Maybe a baby gets it. An elderly person. Somebody with a compromised immune system. And let me tell you, it sure will be nice to be home, where some towns have upwards of 40 to 50% of people who are okay with possibly killing me, simply because they meditated on it a lot. And to those, I want to say, namaste, motherfucker.